Hi guys, it's Pianistprogrammer here once again, and you're welcome to my channel. I'm sorry that you cannot see my face today, but I still decided to do this video. My camera has some issues, but with this discovery that I found, I couldn't wait to share it with you guys. What I'm about to share with you was hinted to me by one of my students while I was in China, a PhD student, also my piano and music student, and she came up with this fantastic idea after teaching her how to get the tonics of any song, which you all maybe have seen that video, or the fact that you stumbled on this video means you are looking for something on that subject matter. So this video is about how to get the tonics of any song without knowing the key. The first video I posted about how to get the tonics of any song actually warranted that you know the key, but this time around I've gone a step further to simplify it for you, so that even if you don't know the key, you'll still be able to get the tonic solver. So how do we start? So a few things we need to do. First of all, we need to reiterate the key signatures. So key signatures for both flat and sharp families. For both sharp and flat families. And if you recall, I've made a video on that before, talking about 4 flats, 4 sharps. If you have not seen that video, I will leave the link in the description below, and I'll also put it right at the top so that you can from there watch that video, because you need that knowledge. So just a brush up of what we are about to do. For the flat family, we have F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, and C flat. Okay, so I usually say Femi bought every apple during Grace's celebration as my acronym. Femi bought every apple during Grace's celebration. Okay, that's that. And for the sharp family, I'm sure you're familiar with this. We usually say go down and eat bread for Christ. Sounds very awkward, because you cannot really go down and eat bread for Christ, right? But that's just an acronym, just to remember the key of G has 1 sharp. It means that 1 note is sharpened in that key. So having established this, if you still don't know how all these are obtained, or whether this is confusing to you right now, again, I'll leave the link in the description of this video so you can check that out. Having known that, let's proceed. Now, what we need to do is to define the notes for each of these keys. For example, C, this is what I mean. In C, you have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And how was this obtained? If we look at the dummy keyboard, let's draw the dummy keyboard. Okay, let's label this C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E again. We have our formula, which we call the mighty formula, and it's called tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, which means that between C and D is a tone, between D and E is a tone, between E and F is a semitone, or what people call whole step and half step. Between F and G is a tone. Between G and A is a tone. Between A and B is a tone. And between B and C is a tone. And exactly as you can see it on this dummy keyboard. Between C and D here is a tone because there is a black key in between the two white keys. And between D and E is also a tone, just like that. Between E and F is a semitone because there is no black key here. And the same thing goes for between B and C because there is no black key right there. So with this formula, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, we are going to write out all the notes for each of the keys. We have 12 keys. So we need to write out all these notes for the 12 keys. The reason why we are doing that is this. So that when we start with our process of trying to get the tonics of any song, first of all, without knowing the key, when we write out all the notes that are involved in that song, looking at this list, we'll then be able to tell which key is the song. That's the first thing. Because in the other video, I said you have to know the key to get the tonics offer. But now, you don't have to know the key anymore. If you know this route, then you'll be able to get the key and then automatically be able to tell the tonics offer. Let's move on. So for C, I've written for C. For D, I have D, I have E, F, G, A, B, C, D. And only F is sharpened. Okay, F and C are sharpened. Okay, because D is in the sharp family. Recall that D is in the sharp family. Let's look at that again. Look at D. D is in the sharp family here, and it's number 2, which means that 2 notes are sharpened. Okay, just look at that and recall. Now let's proceed to E. So for E, you have E, F sharp, G sharp, you have A, B, C, D, E, and C is sharpened, and D is also sharpened. Okay, if you don't know how I got this, go back again to the dummy keyboard and look at that tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Follow that route of the formula and you'll be able to get this. F is in the flat family, and F is F, G, A. F is 1 flat, so only 1 note is flattened, which is B. So you have this, 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 this. Then G is G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G. And A is A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. Okay, there's a reason why I'm sticking with using sharps or flats as the notes that are either flattened or sharpened, because I'm sticking to what notes are sharpened in that key. For example, I could as well have said this C sharp, for example, is D flat, because C sharp is equals to D flat, right? By your enharmonic equivalence. If you don't remember that, there's a video that I've made as well that talked about that. You can check it at the top right now. I could as well have said D flat, but because D is in the sharp family, I don't say D flat, but I retain it as C sharp as the note, like C is the note being sharpened. So that's very important. And lastly, you have B. I have B, C sharp, D sharp, I have E, I have F sharp, I have G sharp, I have A sharp, and again B. Okay, so these are the notes for all these keys. The ones that are left now are the notes of the black keys. So let's quickly do that. Recall that if this is your dummy keyboard, we've treated for C, we've done for D, we've done for E, we've done for F, G, A, and B. Now we are left with C sharp, E flat, F sharp, A flat, and B flat. So let's quickly do that. So for C sharp, you have C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, C, and C sharp again. For E flat, you have E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D, E flat. For F sharp, you have F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, and F and F sharp again. Okay, for A flat, you have A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, you have F, G, and A flat again. And B flat, which is the last one, you have B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat again. So now you should write all this somewhere as a list, because you will need it right now. So this is the first step, this is the first stage of getting the tonics off of any song without knowing the key. So having known this, let's go to the next step, which is picking any song without knowing the key. I'm just going to pick any song and get the notes on the keyboard like I said in the previous video. So let's go ahead now and do that. So I have my own pen and paper here, which I believe you should do. I'm sorry that you cannot see me, but just trust me that I'm doing the same thing. I have a pen and a paper here, and I'm going to write these notes as we try to figure out the tonics of any song. So luckily I have a very good app here called GarageBand, which I always talk about very well on my channel. So what song should we pick? Okay, there's a song coming to my mind right now. My Jesus, I love thee, I know thou art mine. Okay, right, so this is the song we want to use. So let's hum it. Remember that I don't know this key, so I'll start. So let me look for, I'm going to search for the first note between C to C. So let's search for that on this piano. Okay, that note seems to be B flat, so I'll write down B flat. That note is D. Okay. D. which is E flat, which is D again, which is C, so we have how many notes now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have B flat, we have D, we have E flat, we have D, we have C. If you're following me, I think you should have this note at this point. So the next one is okay, so you have E flat twice. Sorry about that. You have E flat twice. B flat again. So the next line is okay. D, which is C, which is A twice, B flat. So for the first line, I have B flat, D, E flat, D, C, B flat, D, C, A, B flat. Okay? That's the first line. My Jesus, I love thee, I know that mine is that line. Okay, that part should be twice. So I have this line that says, if ever I had thee, and Savior, that's mine. Okay, that's the second line. Okay. Let's find those two. You have D, F, that's G. Okay, we've seen that before, which is F. E flat, D, C. Okay, so for that second line I have D, F, G, F, E flat, D, C. That first note has to be like a lower octave. This is the note F, but it has to be in the lower octave, so we'll still write F. D, F again, E flat, C, B flat, that's the note A. Okay, so in all I have D, F, G, F, E flat, D, C, F, D, F, E flat, C, B, A. Okay, so from those two lines that we've written, let me write out all the notes I have here on my paper, just like I told you to do as well if you were following me. I have B flat, I have D, I have E flat, I have E flat again, I have D, I have C, I have B flat, I have D, I have C, I have A, and then B flat. This part is twice. Remember? Twice, okay? Then the next line, I have D, F, G, F, E flat, D, C, F, D, C, F, D, F, E flat, C, B flat, A. And the last line is the same thing again. Okay. The last set of notes is so let's go back to our piano and write here D, F, E flat, D, C, B flat. Okay, so lastly D, F, E flat, D, C, B flat. Okay, so this is a complete song. Twice. Okay, now having done that, this is the very interesting part of this whole process. Now let's pick out the notes that have some kind of flat or sharp, if any. We see that B, we have B flat, we have E flat, B flat, E flat, B flat, E flat. I think those are the only two. We have B flat, E flat, E flat, B flat, B flat, E flat, E flat, B flat. Okay, so I think those are the only two notes that were flattened. Okay, which means that B and E were flattened. Now go back to the list that you've already written and check which key has two notes flattened. Two notes flattened. Let's go back to our flat family and go and check. See here the key of B flat. So the key of B flat has two notes flattened. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is the number of notes flattened. So the key of B flat has two notes flattened, and those two notes are B and E, like you've seen here already. So what does that tell you? That the key of this song that I just sang right now is in B flat. Now we'll go back to B flat, which is the last one here, very luckily for us. We can use it to now get the tonic solfa of this piece very easily. So having known that, we now ask ourselves, if this is do, if this is do and this is re, this is mi, because now we know that the key is B flat. This is fa, this is so, this is la, this is ti, this is do. Let's slot in this tonic solfa with these notes that we have here. So for B flat, I'll call this do. For D, this is mi. For E flat is fa, fa. For D is mi. For C is re. For B flat is do, mi, re, ti, ti, do. Okay, do the same thing. Mi, so, la, so, fa, mi, re. F is so, mi. I told you that one is low. Okay, so this one is the normal one. Fa, re, do, ti, do, mi, fa, fa, mi, re, do. Okay, this is mi, so, fa, mi, re, do. Perfect. So now we know the tonic solfa of this song without knowing the key. And let me sing it for you. Do, mi, fa, fa, mi, re, do, mi, re, ti, ti, do. Mi, twice. Mi, so, la, so, fa, mi, re, so. Mi, so, fa, re, do, ti. Do, mi, fa, fa, mi, re, do. Mi, so, fa, mi, re, do. Yeah, so we got our tonic solfa eventually, which I think is much easier than the first method I taught on this channel. I must say to you that if you got to this point, congratulations, because now you know how to get the tonic solfa of any song without knowing the key. Yeah, if you have any question from this, you can put it in the question section below. Of course, I'll be delighted to hear from you. If you have ideas or anything to better this or to improve on this method, I'll be willing to learn from you as well. And the most beautiful thing about this video is that you can always pause it, you can rewind it, you can do anything, you can stop it, you can just look and keep looking until you get it. So yeah, that will be all for this video for now, and until the next one on this channel, until next time when you guys see me, always remember to keep learning. See you guys next time. Peace.